Hi everyone, I'm Sheila Oliveira, founder and president of Goldens Without Borders Rescue in Las Vegas, Nevada. I wanted to speak to you in regards to the recent announcement the CDC made regarding the ban of importing dogs from 113 countries due largely to their concern of falsified rabies certificates. They estimate this ban could last as long as a year. Needless to say, all of us in the world of international rescue are devastated. I would like to say that our rescue was founded because of the urgent need to help Goldens overseas that were in imminent danger of the brutal dog meat trade. The announcement by the CDC this week bans 113 countries from allowing those in the U.S. to import any dog of any breed to the U.S. This list includes China, and that is significant to many of us who rescue internationally. To put context around this, of the handful of countries that have the brutal dog meat industry, China is by far the worst. It is estimated that 30 million dogs are slaughtered per year among the handful of countries across Asia that consume dog meat. Of that 30 million, it is estimated China slaughters 15 to 20 million dogs per year. It is staggering. China by far the worst of the worst in this most egregious of barbaric and torturous acts against the dog. The announcement this week by the CDC could not come at a worse time. The overseas shelters are at capacity, given the cease of passenger travel because of COVID. With Yulin only 2 days away, many of these shelters will not be able to rescue dogs that they would normally be able to do so. Many cannot shelter, feed, and take care of dogs for what could be up to a year. It's not possible for many, and they will be forced to stop their rescue efforts and shut down their shelters. Heartbreaking. The ban is largely and almost exclusively out of the concern for breeders here in the U.S. that falsify paperwork and specifically rabies certificates. It should be noted that there is not one case of rabies in the past year of any dogs brought in by rescue having rabies. It is also worth noting breeders are not required to obtain a USDA permit when importing a dog from overseas. All rescues are required to do this. Applying for a USDA permit is a meticulous and time-consuming process, and if not obtained, dogs are not permitted to travel to the U.S. Surprisingly, breeders are not required to obtain a USDA permit. They are required to have a rabies certificate, but not under the scrutiny rescues are required to with this USDA application. Without this review, we can see where an unscrupulous breeder could skirt the system and feel falsified rabies certificates would not be under rigorous review by the USDA APHIS agencies. The concern was further heightened when the CDC's investigation found U.S. breeders importing weeks-old puppies, some so young they would fit in the palm of your hand, too young and too small to drink or eat other than nursing from their mother. This is where the unfortunate situation we in rescue are now in. Because of the intentional negligence and complete disregard for the health and well-being of animals with forged health documents, we have been forced to cease saving those that need saving the most. It's been 31 years since owning my first Golden as a young adult and nearly 20 years of volunteering in Golden Retriever Rescue, and I have yet to come across a reputable breeder. I know some of my cohorts will say they know of some. I do not. For these U.S. breeders that were bringing puppies too small to drink anything other than their mother's milk are among the most egregious of negligent and irresponsible breeders. And for this, all those dogs that would have been saved by such upstanding rescues, who truly do this out of the passion and love of rescue, are unable to continue their mission. But this won't stop us. It will cause all of us to work harder and do more once this ban is lifted. As with every summer, international rescues focus on fundraising, given the travel restrictions heat bans bring. If you support a rescue that saves international dogs, I urge you to continue supporting them because we will all come out of this stronger and more determined. We will work harder in the fight for this animal cruelty and brutality and save many, many more than ever before. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support.